So, Sienna has disappeared into town to go and get an ice cream. We've been talking about what we're going to do because we decided that we were going to try and stay here for a couple of weeks and just chill out.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can we? We're going to try and do a 2-day sail to St Maarten. We've got some really good friends there, and this will be our only opportunity to see them because he's got a job up there and he's going to have to stay there for the whole hurricane season, and fingers crossed he'll be okay. So we decided to go up, haven't we? We think it's a calculated risk that we can generally see one come in within 3 days of us, and it takes us, if we left, it takes us about a 2-day sail to get down to Grenada. And it all depends on where the cone of uncertainty is, where it comes in. We'll just make a decision. We'll just keep an eye on it morning, noon and night.
Yeah, just like we would in Grenada.
Yeah, of course.
So it looks like we're going to do a 2-day sail to St Maarten.
Yep.
So I've got to get cooking, make some couple meals for the voyage, and we got to get the boat cleaned up. But we're pretty much ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm going to book us out tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll leave first light on Tuesday, and it'll take us, so that'll get us in as hopefully his first light's coming up on Thursday, which is the 6th of June, D-Day.
And then this one, so it's this one, this one, this one, this one.
Okay, so right, this one is a lot bigger than that one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Milliliters are in 1 litre.
Today we're getting ready to go to St Maarten, and what we're cooking is we're making some Mexican beef, which we will add to rice and make like a Mexican rice pot. And then we are also making a shepherd's pie, so I've got the vegetables for it there, and the mashed potatoes for the top is here, and we use cream style corn as one of the layers in between. And then we're doing a pasta bake with Italian sausage and mozzarella cheese. So that's what I've got going on now, and I think I'm going to do maybe 2 more things, but I haven't decided what they are yet.
Oh, yummy,
It'll be
yummy!
good.
For our tummy!
And the kitchen looks like a mess.
It is. We've done lunch, and 1, 2, 3 meals.
Everybody probably makes shepherd's pie different, or there's another way of calling it cottage pie. But we just did ground beef, carrots, onions, and celery. And I had an extra zucchini, so I put that in there too. And now what I'm going to do is I've got it here, and what I'm going to do is I layer it with some cream style corn. So I just put that over the top. And then on top of this, I will put some mashed potatoes. And then on top of the mashed potatoes, I'll put cheese. When we're on passage, Simon can put it in the oven. It'll take like a half hour to heat up. We could actually put it in the solar cooker too if it's calm enough, and just leave it there for a few hours, and that will warm it up. Yeah.
Super excited!
Just before we left, I spilled coffee all over the sheets. So we've done some laundry, and can't really put them out while we're sailing. So hopefully they'll dry in time for tonight so that we can sleep in our sheets. Left Bequia, and we're headed to St Maarten's.
Nice bit of wind on the beam.
Yeah.
We've got 2 days to go. We're looking forward to it. We enjoy a good little night sail and getting to see some friends.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing our friends.
We left the island of Bequia just before 8 a.m. and here you can see Bequia and then the next island above it, St Vincent. There's quite a small gap between the 2 islands.
Hurricane season started 5 days ago, and we're headed north.
Breakfast. Just having cereal. I've spilled again.
Been going, no, I've got my watch on, about 4 hours. We're going nicely, just passing St Vincent now. We're going to be there in about 38 hours, so in the early hours of the morning or the morning, so we can make ourselves a coffee and book ourselves in. So Kim's eating lunch, and it is a chicken Caesar salad we made.
If you've never done a long passage before, the best way to sum it up is that they're flat out boring. For us, we just focus on food to occupy a good chunk of time. This is Simon putting the shepherd's pie into the solar cooker at lunchtime so that it's heated for dinner at around 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're doing 9 to 10 knots and 20 knots of wind. That's kind of cool. 10.1. Do you think we're gonna get there quicker than we thought?
I think we'll do it one night. I think we'll do it in one night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll be there tomorrow before sunset?
Yeah. Ecstatic.
I can't believe it. In the last 7 hours we've done 66 miles. We are absolutely flying. We think we've got a little bit of a current going with us because we shouldn't be doing this fast. We're doing 10 knots in 22 knots of wind, but I'm not going to complain. I'm really enjoying it and it's fantastic. Long may it keep going. The problem is with that though, is that I planned it so we'd get in at first light, and at this rate we're going to get in at midnight. So we might stop off somewhere and just drop anchor and have a little snooze for 6 hours and then carry on going. We'll see.
So it's about midnight and I'm gonna take over for Simon on the night watch now. It's beautiful out. You can see the Milky Way and lots of the constellations. It's gorgeous.
Morning, it's about 5:30 and sun's just come up. We're slowed down a lot. But we're still going nicely. We still don't know if we're going to anchor often because we don't want to go into St Maarten in the dark because we just don't know what's still down there. If any boats are still sunken, and we've heard that they still are, and we don't know it. I don't like going into places that I don't know in the dark, so we're going to maybe either slow up or go and anchor somewhere and get some sleep and then get there in the day. I'm in the front cabin again and I'm dismantling it. Look, it's everywhere because I've got another leak. I can't believe it. We've had no leak for probably about 2 months and we came in and checked it, could smell salt water and it was leaking again, but I found it. The problem with this boat is the way they built when they put the teak deck on, they did it in a way that they only did it on a few boats and then realised that it wasn't a good way of doing it. And we just happen to have one of those boats. What do I need to fix it? I need a new teak deck or a new synthetic deck to go on top of it, but that just costs an absolute fortune. It ranges between $50,000 to $100,000, something in that region. The synthetic ones are a lot cheaper, but I just don't know what's good out there at the moment. I will switch my light on. And just up there is a little hole. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the water coming down there, look, dripping down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some putty in there, and it takes about 2 minutes to amalgamate it and move it together, and then I'll stick it in there. And then when we get into a port, I'm going to see where the hole is from the top, because I just don't want to fill it from the bottom. I want to make sure that it's filled in from the top as well. Alright, wish me luck. This is what it is. It's a 2-part epoxy putty. And what it's going to do is I'm just going to bond it together with my hands and then put it in there. And it will go hard in very, very quickly. I'm not going to film it because I'll get all my hands all dirty, and if I put my fingers on this camera, Kit will kill me, and I don't want that. I don't want to do that. So I put the putty in there. I kneaded it for about 1 minute, and then it hardens in 2 minutes, and after 60 minutes or an hour, it is rock hard. Hopefully I'll come back and check, make sure there's no more leaks coming in, and we'll take it from there.
So it looks like we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean because you can't see any land.
Just found a net out here, 26 miles out, but you wouldn't want to run that over. There's no lights on it, so you'd never see that at night, would you? And we found the fishing boat. Behind Sienna's toes is Montserrat, active volcano.
About 12 miles south of Montserrat. The most direct way would be go to the west of Montserrat, but because of the volcano activity, there's quite a lot of smoke coming off the volcano, and I don't particularly want to go on that side of it just in case we get any dust or stuff on here. As soon as it goes with the salt water, it turns into acid and it can damage the boat. We're going to go on the east side of the island, but we have to still be 2 miles offshore. A bit hard on the wind at the moment, trying to get past there. Also, we won't be in the lee of the land, so hopefully we should get to be able to sail all the way instead of motoring. So that's my plan.
Simon's calling our friends to find out where's best to anchor if we arrive in the dark.
Latest update, we've rounded Montserrat, we're now coming up to Nevis. Nevis is over that way and Antigua is over that way. We've slowed up considerably, the wind's dying, which was forecast. It's now down to 12 knots, but we're still doing 6 knots, the wind's behind us. We've got both sails really out and I've got the preventer on the main, and we're going nicely, nice and easy sail now, and we're gonna get there in just as daybreak, so that's exactly what I wanted to do, so that's great. We're gonna have a nice quiet easy sail.
Day 2 of shepherd's pie.
We made it. We're just coming around the island now. We're just going from the Dutch side to the French side. It's a better anchorage there, and also our friends are there. So we're going to try and find a little anchoring just next to them. The wind just totally died last night. We had to stick the engine on for the last 3 hours, but charges the batteries up. Just made ourselves a coffee, and we're going to enjoy that for the last hour of motoring. And Sienna is so excited. She got up and she goes, I can't sleep, but look at her now.
Sienna went to her friend's boat and Simon and I went to book in and get fuel for the dinghy. Even though we were exhausted, we took a little tour of the lagoon or inland waterway. We had heard that St. Maarten was still in a bad shape after Hurricane Irma and Maria. Here's a few clips I grabbed as we had a quick motor around.
Okay, so we're booked in on the French side. Really easy, really cheap. French is definitely the easiest way to do it. Just find a place that's got a computer that can book in at. Go in, book in. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, or even better, subscribe to our channel. And if you're really thinking about becoming a cruiser, why don't you join us for a week? Find out the information here.